All right, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all truth and sincerity. And today I just want to entitle this lesson, trust in the Lord, trust in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Because pretty much, especially in these times, the times that we're in, the times of evil, the time of trouble, pretty much we have no choice but to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because the time that we're in, it's going to take divine intervention for us to escape these said perils, man. It's going to take divine intervention for us to escape these times of trouble, the famine, the sword, all these things the Lord promised that He's going to bring upon this place. There's nothing carnal, nothing external we can do, to escape that, man. It's going to be of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, but it all start off by believing this doctrine, man. Matter of fact, let me start off with something, because that's how you really trust in the Lord. You believe the message, man. Because the Lord, it was already set up where Israel had a chance to come to the Lord face to face, but the Spirit had where they end up just saying, you know what, Moses, you talk to him for us, and guess what? That's being played out to this day by the Lord, using the prophets to relay His message, man. So this is 2 Chronicles 20 and 20. It says, and they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in the Lord your power, so shall ye be established. So that's pretty much, straight to the point. It's nothing, but you got to go in depth. That's pretty much plain to the point. Believe in the Lord your power, Yahweh by Hashem outside. That's our power, man. It says, believe His prophets, so shall ye prosper. See? So ultimately, to believe and trust in Yahweh Hashem outside, you got to believe His prophets, man. You got to believe and hearken unto the message that's being presented unto you. And we know, 9 times out of 10, the prophets come to relay, to give you a warning, man. At the end of the day, that's pretty much, the legacy of the prophets is to give warning from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because now we're in a time of a grace period, which those doors of grace are closing, we in a time where we, getting ourselves right, repenting, before the danger come, man. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. I think Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It said, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. See? So that's what we doing in the days of our youth, man. While, we remembering our power, Yahweh by Hashem outside. Meaning what? We going back to our customers, our heritage. We repenting, It says, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. See? Because now we're in the days where there's no pleasure in it, man. But guess what? This word, by the way the prophets pushing it out, is giving you a warning to go ahead and get right before the Lord spring into action, man. Because there's going to be a time where we ain't going to have no choice but to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He's the one that's pouring out the wrath. So that means if He got the power to kill, that means He had the power of mercy, man. Matter of fact, let's get some real quick before we get into the lesson. Habakkuk 3 and 2, it says, the Most High came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Salah. No, it's like in verse 2. Habakkuk 3 and 2, it says, O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. See? And who's really speaking? Was it the Lord that literally came down and told everybody he's going to wreak havoc on America. No, we're the ones that's bringing that message, man. You know? And then it was an example, Samuel, you look at Samuel, when he came into Bethlehem, guess what? The elders trembled, man. And what they asked Samuel, is you coming in peace? Did the Lord, is the Lord coming to give us a message of peace? Even though he came to really to go anoint King David. But they was afraid because they know that Samuel was a prophet, and that what's to overturn the message of a prophet? Destruction, man. Lamentations, mourners, and woe, because that's what this book is filled with, man. It says, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years make known. In wrath, remember mercy. See? So, because guess what? We're coming into a time of wrath, man. And that's why we have no choice but to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because there's nothing external to escape these said dangers, man, that's about to come abroad, man. But it started by hearkening unto this word, trusting in the report that the Lord has sent forth. Matter of fact, is that I think that's Romans 10, and that's why you see men on the highways and hedges, preaching His word, constantly putting lessons up, because at the end of the day, it's like a fire alarm going on. It's not going to be our fault that you heard the fire alarm and you didn't run out the burning building, man. It's going to be your fault because you didn't hearken unto that alarm, man. So this is Romans 10, and I start at 13. It says Romans 10:13 says, for whosoever called upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. See? And you call upon the name of the Lord in spirit and in truth, man. You got to wholeheartedly believe that that's the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and everything that comes with that name. The power that comes with that name, Yahweh Yahushua, man. You got to wholeheartedly believe that. Because you can just believe, okay, that's the name. But do you believe everything that comes with the name? The power that our Lord have, which is, you can't frame the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Only thing we can say, that's the power of heavens and earth, man. The power of everything, man. It says, how then shall they call upon him in whom they had not believed? See? And how they shall believe in him of whom they have not heard, and how shall they hear without a preacher? See? So as you can see, the chronological order, before you can believe, it had to be presented unto you. And it's not the Lord that's going to present himself unto you. He coming in your bedroom and asking you, do you got your scriptures? No. He's going to come unto you by the way of his prophets, man, by the way of the preacher, which the word preacher means prophet, to say before. So that's prophet, man. It says, and how shall they preach except they be sent? See, and that's what comes with the spirit of discernment, man. That's another thing, because there are false prophets out here, man. It tells you with him is strength and wisdom, and the deceiver are his, man. That's one of the reasons why the Lord was able to overthrow I think it was I forgot one of those kings. But one of the things that when he made that council, he sent a false prophet, man. He wanted to kill that king, so he sent a false prophet to lead him to destruction, man. Because the prophets are really the leaders, man. So that's where it comes into us. The Lord got to give you also that spirit of discernment, because just knowing that you're an Israelite and just following just any camp is not going to deliver you, man. You got to know what a doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is at, man. So it says, how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings. It says, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. See? For Isaiah saith, Lord, who have believed our report? See? So you ain't going to, because you got to believe, you got to wholeheartedly believe that this is a message of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that all hell is finna break loose, and that the only way out is the Lord getting you out of this. Because you got other people that's prepping carnally, for these things that's about to come abroad, or they just saying that it's not going to happen at all. Well, the Lord is telling you that these things about to go down, and as you can see, these events, that the shit finna go down, man. So what's the only way we're gonna be able to escape? Is by the way of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and that's what we got to do. Wholeheartedly trust in the Lord, which made heavens and earth, man. Because we're gonna actually be in the midst of Jacob's trouble, man. But the Lord's gonna preserve us out of these things, man. It's not like we're gonna be in a cave somewhere while all shit going on, man. We actually gonna be in the midst, but that's when that time you're gonna be tested. Your faith is gonna be tested then, man. Do you really trust in the Lord, man? You gonna take that chip, or you gonna trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? This is this Psalm 33, and I started 16. It said, "There is no king save about a multitude of hosts. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength." See? So yeah, cause look how great an example of that was. Look at that the Greeks, they took down the Persians and the Medes, man. The Persians, they had an army. A set of their army was called the Immortals, man, because it's like they never ran out, man. But guess who was able to take them down? The Greeks. Alexander the Greek that was an upset. But guess who was behind it? Yahweh Hashem outside. Look at the statue, man. It was already set up for the Greeks to be the next one up, man. So guess what? The multitude of hosts did not save those Persians, man, and that empire as a whole. It said a mighty man is not delivered by much strength. So who's behind of these people overcoming things? It's Yahweh Hashem outside, man. It says a horse is a vain thing for safety, and a horse means what? It's really power, but in this sense, carnal power, man. That's why I don't give a fuck how many bullets you have. It only takes one bullet to get taken out, man. And you got a bunker, or you got damn stored up food. None of that is going to deliver you in that time, man. Any type of power that anything you perceive as power, carnal power, that's vain for safety. Because guess what? Just going back on these guys that take up arms, they don't trust in Yahweh Hashem Shai. That's really trusting in Yahweh Hashem Shai to them is a plan B. See, with us, we put all our eggs in the basket when it come down to this, man. But it says a vain thing. Why? Because it can jam up on you, man. You can have one bullet left, or whatever the case may be. It can blow up on you. They can get you before you get them. So what's really the only thing that you can do? Trusting Yahweh Hashem outside, man. Which that's a law, man. Is Romans 3:27, the law of faith. That's an actual commandment to trust in Yahweh Hashem outside. That's what we read in Second Chronicles, man. Believe in the Lord. You're gonna be established. Believe is prosper, and you're gonna prosper, man. So you believe this doctrine that's being presented unto you, guess what? You're going to prosper, man. The Lord is going to deliver you from these things. Why? Because you anticipating it. You anticipating it now. You know it's coming. You know that you can't do nothing about it. So the only thing you can do is hope and pray and trust that Yahweh is going to bring you out of this, man. It says, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. So I don't care you think you Rambo, man. You got a minigun or whatever the case may be. It's gonna be in vain. He says, but the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. See, and when you hope, you confidently expecting something, man. You wholeheartedly trust. You can actually lean on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You can actually, you'll watch on TV like the people play like the little trust gang and they fall back and they got to actually fall back, Matter of fact, I think that's Psalm 46 because that's what you actually got to do. There's nothing external that we can do. We can only just fall back and relax and trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This Psalm 46:10. It says, be still and know that I am Yahweh. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. See? So that pretty much, the Lord said, be still. And that word still means to relax, to chill out, you know? And that's what we do. Just like that trust game, they fall back and they trust that the person gonna save them that's behind them. Well, that's what we doing to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know, we wholeheartedly trust in the Lord. But as you can see, it said He gonna be exalted among the heathen. And how He gonna do that through us when we get delivered out of these different situations, man. You know, ultimately when we escape that discretion by the way of the chariots, it said I will be exalted in the earth, because guess what? This is gonna be a worldwide deliverance. Everybody's gonna witness this, man. And that's gonna be the ultimate form of deliverance, escaping this fire, man. You know? But you gotta trust in the Lord for these things to happen, man. You know? You gotta trust in Yahweh Shah for these things to happen, man. So let's go back to Psalm 33. Back to Psalms 33 and 18 again. Said, behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear Him, upon them that hope in His mercy. See? And we know that His mercy is uncomprehendable, man. You read that in Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter, man. As His majesty is, so is His mercy. And we know His majesty is from everlasting to everlasting, man. It's uncomprehendable, man. You know, it said to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. See, so we're going to actually be in the midst of these troubles, man. But the Lord's going to preserve us, man. Despite the outside elements, you know, no harm is going to come our way through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But guess it's going to be according as we hope, man. According as I hope. Because before the Lord, Yahushua, when He was on earth as Yahushua, before He did any miracle, He asked, do you believe, man? You know? And it's going to be the same thing in this time. When that famine comes, do you believe the Lord going to feed you? You know, when you get surrounded by these truths, do you believe the Lord going to deliver you? You know? Do you, when you got your head in that guillotine, do you believe the Lord's going to get you out that situation, man? You know? And like the three holy children said, it's just, they said, if the Lord don't get us out this situation, let it be known that, hey, we ain't with this system, but we wholeheartedly trust in the Lord, man. You know? So that's the time we coming into, man. And that believing in the Lord, trusting in Yahweh outside, that's a commandment, man. That's just not none. That's not just no suggestion. That's a commandment, man. It said our soul waited for the Lord. See? When you wait on something, you trusting that it's going to come through, man. It said He is our help and our shield, see? So it's going to be through Yahweh Hashem outside that we're going to be defended. For our heart shall rejoice in Him, because, see, what you see, your heart's going to rejoice because you're going to get out the situation, man. You're going to rejoice because you're going to get out of the situation. You're going to get a meal. Somehow, some way, you're going to escape those Gurkha troops. You know? You somehow, some way, you just got broke out the concentration camp. You know? You're going to rejoice. Why? Because we have trusted in His holy name. See? You trusting in the names Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and everything that comes with that name. You know? Which is the doctrine, man. Which is that's how you know the Lord, by the way of the doctrine, man. You know the Lord is control of everything. You know, that He's the one that's formulating the scenarios. That's, you know, the Lord already set up what before Daniel was born. It was already written in that lifetime that Daniel was gonna be thrown in the lion's den. That wasn't just nothing that was on the fly. You know, the Lord had to something last minute to get. No, man. It was already set up before Daniel was born. He was gonna go through that, man. You know. And that's how it was that time. But when we read the latter end of that, the Lord delivered him out of it, man. You know, Scripture said the thing was written aforetime ran for our learning, that through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, we might have hope. See? So us reading about what happened to Daniel and the prophets, Jeremiah, he was thrown in the tar pits, you know? Uh, I think Elijah, he was being fed through the famine, man. You know, I think it was Elijah or Elijah. They fed the 100 men. Yahweh Shai, his works, you know, which you can't put his works in the book, man. But the scriptures, he said, the Lord himself said, we're going to even do great works than he, man. You know? So, man, if we trust in Yahweh Shai, Shai, and because that name comes with a reputation, man. You know? That name comes with its reputation. So we trust in the Lord got us, man, at the end of the day. That's why King David said, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I don't need nothing else. I got Yahweh Shai on my side, man. You know? It says, let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us, according as we hope in thee. So it's going to be according to your faith, man. You know? Do you really trust in Yahweh Shai? So you get in concentration camp. You don't think that's above the Lord's strength to get you out of that? You know? You don't think it's above the Lord's strength to get you out of it? Even when your head is under that guillotine. The scripture said, be faithful unto death. Let's get that. See, be faithful unto death. It wasn't no suggestion. That was not a suggestion, man. The Lord telling you to be faithful unto death, man. You know? Revelation 2:10 said, fear none of those things which shall thou suffer. See? Why I saying fear none of those things, man? Don't be spooked. Because it's Yahweh Shai that formulated the thing. See, we didn't read, like I said, Daniel. The Lord put Daniel in the lion's den, man. You know? The Lord did that, man. The Lord had what Job was suffering, man. But read the latter end of it, though. They all prospered at the end of the day because they trusted Yahweh Shai. They said, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that you may be tried. See, that's when your faith is going to be tested, man. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And yeah, man, because the Lord, in that time, that's the time where your faith, that's going to be your test right there. Is with that guillotine coming down on your neck, man. You know. That's when that time you're gonna be able to get that crown of life. The Lord can deliver you, you know, or you're gonna take that. The Lord gonna put the spirit on you to take that, and then you know you're gonna be one of the first ones to rise up, man. But that crown of life, at the end of the day, you're gonna receive life if you trust in Yahweh Shai all the way to death, man. You know, just look at the three holy children. Hey, they was actually cast into the fire, but it tells you that they didn't even have the smell of smoke on them, man. So that's the power of whom we serve, man. You know, and that's a commandment to trust in the power of heaven and earth, Yahweh Shai. So yeah, I can just hold it edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the plaza of this great millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. DTA, I'm Bible Ball.